Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 329. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter as Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and then invite you to click on that link on the Facebook side to join me on camera. You can shoot the breeze, promote yourself or your business. Think about it. The link is right there on the Facebook side, on the Durham Skywriter page. So anyway, let me get started with the word page. Actually, I know my brother-in-law doesn't watch Bull City Hangout because he's in Chicago, but happy birthday, Donald, just in case you happen to stumble across today's show. Many happy returns. Okay, let's see. Let's start out with the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. Let's see. Now, I always mention, always talk about city and county programs that can help you with your water bill, your heating bill, your rent, your mortgage payments, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, by the way, the low income energy assistance program ends this week. So if you're having trouble or you anticipate having trouble with your next heating bill, or I should say past, because the deadline is this Thursday. So if you're behind in your bill, definitely give them a call, go to the site. Anyway, the information that you need is on the word page. And the way it works is, so they call you because you can't go in, COVID, can't go to the to DSS in person, but they call you and they talk to you about your situation. And then they, do some numbers or whatever. And then they will make the payment directly to Duke Energy or wherever you get your heat. I think the payments are $300, $400, or $500. So definitely do this by Thursday, because once Thursday passes, that's it. Okay, now there's two new programs I'm very excited to tell you about. Let me scroll down. Let's see, the City of Durham's, there it is. The Community Development Department announces a new program, the Durham Down Payment Assistance Program. This is to help low-income individuals or families to buy a house. So it has to be your primary residence. You can't already have a house and then buy another house to rent out. No, you have to be living in this one. So anyway, you can apply for up to $20,000. It is a 0% loan. So you pay it back, but you don't pay more than you receive, which is great. So now, even though it's a city program, it's run by the Community Home Trust. It's a nonprofit that focuses on affordable housing. So definitely look at this. Now, the funding is from that $95 million affordable housing bond that was approved a couple of years ago, 2019. So you might remember that. So if you are thinking about getting a house, you're low to moderate or whatever income, as long as you're eligible, you can apply, like I said, for up to $20,000. That can help with that down payment, the closing costs. Sometimes they assign points. I think each point is $1,000. I think when I bought my house back in Chicago years ago, I think there was like 1 point. Another thing, I need to check to see if FHA is still offered to low-income people. That's how I bought my first house. That was with FHA. That was for low-income folks, and that's a great program. I have to see if that's still available. Anyway, let me continue. I want to respect your time. So definitely check out the Durham Down Payment Assistance Program. Now, next, for young folks looking for work, the Office of Economic and Workforce Development, they announced their Durham Youth Works program. This is an annual program. It's like a summer program where young people ages 14 to 24. Now, it's different every year. This year, they're going to have, they call it paid work-based learning. So it's not like you're just sweeping floors, whatever. You're going to be learning more about the world of work, so to speak. So it's a 4-week program. This year, they're doing it differently. So there's going to be 3 sessions. Session 1 is going to be May 23rd to June 17th. That's 4 full weeks. This is for ages 18 to 24. And then session 2 is July 5th through the 29th for ages 16 to 18. And then the 3rd session is also July 5th through the 29th for ages 14 and 15. Now the pay is $800 if you fulfill all 4 weeks, which is great. And you might say, 800, is that all? But hey, if you're young, 800 is a lot of money. And actually, if I were a young person trying to enter this program, think about what you're going to do with that $800. Just think about it, make plans, try to set some aside, help your mom if you can, or your parents or whatever, but definitely make some plans for that 800. Let me continue. Now, the deadline, by the way, to sign up for this program, because first come, all the young folks want to get these jobs. So if you know someone who's young, like I said, ages 14 to 24, and they're available during the session dates, which are listed on the Word page, then tell them about this program so they can get their application in as soon as possible, because the deadline is Friday, April 15th, and that will be here before you know it. All right, now, I told you about the Low-Income Energy Assistance Program deadline on Thursday. The Durham County libraries are all open until 8, except for Bragtown. Bragtown is open until 6. And let's see what's on the docket at Durham Tech's Small Business Center. They have these wonderful free webinars. So let's see what we have scheduled here. Today's the 29th. Okay. So from 6 until 8, there's a free class, the roadmap to your own trucking business. Now, that's a job that cannot be taken away from you. I had a neighbor, I'm going to keep this short, I promise. But when I was in Chicago, I had a neighbor across the street. He owned his own, what is it called? The front part of a truck. I think it's called the cab, but he owned like the front part, and then he would hire himself out to attach trailers to the back, and then he had 2 houses. He had one in the north, one in Chicago, and one from his home state, Mississippi. So he drove back and forth delivering stuff. He made good money, just saying. So anyway, this free class is from 6 until 8, and it's called the Roadmap to Your Own Trucking Business. Also today from 6 until 8, Social Media Time Savers. And tomorrow there's going to be a class starting at 12:30, and that's called Marketing Outside the Box, TikTok Tips. Okay, and TikTok is very popular. A lot of people hate it, but if you use it right, it's a wonderful, wonderful app. Okay, now I do need to mention, because it's tax season, Reinvestment Partners. They're running their virtual volunteer income tax assistance, the VITA program. This is for low to moderate income taxpayers, okay, and retirees, by the way. So let's see. So you can work with Reinvestment Partners, and you can find out the different ways that they can help you with your taxes, to do your taxes, I should say. And then this Friday is the last day that you can go to the Durham Center for Senior Life from 8:30 until 10:30 to get your taxes done. That's probably just for seniors. And then this coming Saturday and the following Saturday, you can go to Lyon Park Recreation Center from 8:45 to 11:15. Read about it on the Word page. Okay, last thing I'm going to mention is that Wester Auction and Realty. They will be running the City of Durham's vehicle auction. This is going to be on Sunday. It's a virtual auction. Get a sneak peek at the cars, trucks, and heavy equipment that will be on offer. You can get a sneak peek this coming Saturday, 9 to noon. Then you're expected to pay and get the vehicle off the property on Monday, the following day, the 4th. Okay, now let's go to the health page. That is where I have your COVID-19 test and vaccine updates. Let's see where we can get vaccinated for free today. We can go to Fidelity Investments, 35 Davis Drive. That is until 4:30. That's a drive-through. Also, El Centro Hispano in the Lakewood Shopping Center until 5:30. That's also a drive-through. And then the same 2 places tomorrow. Starting at 9 for Fidelity, starting at 10 for El Centro Hispano. And let's see, also on the health page, the American Red Cross, they're having a blood drive, actually more than one, they're having 3 today. So they're at the Imperial Center Winchester, that's on Emperor Boulevard, until 4. They're also at the Interpersonal Education Building. It sounds like Duke campus because it's Trent Drive. Not sure, but kind of sure. That's until 5. And then they're also at Umstead Pines on Country Club Drive. That is until, actually, they start at 1 and at 6. Let's see. Tomorrow morning, they will be at Duke University's Red Cross Club at 11:30. And then North Carolina School of Science and Math starting at 1:30. I had a job there. When I first moved here, I worked there for a few months before I realized that my aunt really needed me to stay home. Okay, let's see. One more thing. Oh, wait, let's not leave out Blood Connection. That's another organization that collects blood. So let's see. Tomorrow, they will be at Supply Paint Systems. That's on Tri-Center Boulevard from 10 until 2. That's tomorrow. And then starting at 11, they will be over here at, I'm on Cap Street, Durham Technical Community College in the Wynn Center Building 10, the multipurpose room. That's from 11 until 4. I'll remind you tomorrow. One more thing from the health page is that the health program is open today. That is the Health Equipment Loan Program, where you can donate and or receive items to help you through life, like wheelchairs and canes, walking sticks, tub transfer benches, that sort of thing. So it's run by Project Access. That's part of the county system. So check it out. They're open today until 2, and then Friday 1 to 5. Let's see. Let us now go to the senior page. One announcement on the senior page, just one. I mean, there's more on the senior page, but just one that I'm going to announce. And that is where the Durham Center for Senior Life, on tomorrow, they're going to, accidentally clicked on the gardening page. Wait 1 second. Whoa, the senior page. Okay. All righty, let's see. The Durham Center for Senior Life, they're going to have someone from the UNC Dentistry Oral Hygiene, the UNC Adams School of Dentistry. They're going to be having their oral hygiene lunch and learn. It's going to be tomorrow from 11:30 until noon. You do have to sign up first. They want to be too crowded, and that's free, of course. And now we're going to the gardening page. I don't mean to be rushing like this. I shouldn't make myself rush. I just feel like, I got 2 people waiting backstage. So I'll calm down because they know I'll bring them on right after the weather. So Guy and Latrice, I'll be right with you. In fact, I'll bring on Latrice first because she probably has something to announce. Or not. We'll see. Anyway, Garden Shed. There's something going on tonight, even though it's not quite gardening season just yet. There's an activity that's going on today that you need to know about. High Wire Brewing, that's in Golden Belt. They're going to have something called a Planty Hour. That's what they're calling it. That's going to be today from 6 until 8. And this is where gardeners are invited to come swap things, like, for example, houseplants, succulents, seedlings. They can share information on gardening deals that maybe they saw here and there across town. So this is a free event from 6 until 8 at High Wire over there at Golden Belt. Now let's go to the praise page. One announcement there. The praise page. There it is. Kitab Connect is tonight, the Center for Muslim Life at Duke University. They do this every Tuesday from 6 until 7:30, where verses from the Quran will be read in Arabic. Then they discuss the whole thing, the whole concepts in English, so you can get a full knowledge of what's in the Quran. So that's going to be from 6 until 7:30 at the center on Swift Avenue, or you can stay home and participate via Zoom. So you can get that link. Go to the praise page for more information on that. But 2 announcements. Bahama Baptist Church, they're having their Let's Get Moving women's exercise class. That's every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 till 8. It's free, but don't forget your towel or your yoga mat. Now, one announcement on the sports page. Let's go to Sport and Life. So if you like to run, let me find it. Let me scroll down. I need to find out if the NC Coyotes won this Saturday's game. They had a home game. I hope you're following them. They are our East Coast Basketball League. It's like a semi-pro men's league, semi-professional league. So check that out on the sports page. And let's see. There it is. The East Durham Run Club. They will be starting at, we mentioned High Wire, we're mentioning them again. They work with Fleet Feet Carborough, Durham. This is for beginners and experienced runners. You can choose to run 3 or 5 miles starting at 6:30. You run in groups of, wait, is this the one with the groups of 10? Yes. So there's a group of 10. Nobody will be left behind. So this is a free event. So check it out by going to the sports page. Now, the last page we're going to visit is the Let's Go page, the calendar of events. So let's click on that. Click on it again. There we are. Let's see. New Visions of Africa restaurant. They'll be giving away groceries today starting at 12:30. Thumbs up to Kasib and his crew. They are really great. So starting at 12:30, head over there and they'll be giving away some nice groceries. Now, if you're driving, go around and park in the W.D. Hill parking lot. If you're on the bus, the 5 or the 5K, they're right next door to W.D. Hill on Fayetteville Street. Then from 3 until 6, they'll be back giving away meals. So if you're in need, stop by again at New Visions of Africa restaurant. Now, if you're looking for work, or if you know someone looking for work, the Hospitality Hiring Hour. It's a job fair they have every week at the Washington Duke and Golf Club. So they're hiring there. Also at the J.B. Duke Hotel and the Lodge at Duke Medical Center. They have all kinds of different types of jobs, part-time and full-time. So go there. It's from 4 until 5 at the Washington Duke. So wear something nice, and they'll serve you refreshments. And then you can find out, actually, you can get a sneak peek at the jobs by clicking on the link that I have for you on the Let's Go page. Now, it's Virtual Trivia Tuesday as presented by the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. That's from 6 until 7. It's free, it's online, and it's fun. Also, the Tuesday Blues Jam, that's from 6:30 until 8:30 at the Blue Note Grill. You can hop on stage and join in if you like. I probably have to sign in first. Just don't hop up there. But it should be lots of fun, free admission, and they probably encourage dancing because it is the blues after all. So it's going to be a really fun night at the Blue Note Grill, 6:30 to 8:30. Marva's Fun is going to have her Stay Well virtual line dance class from 7 until 8 on Zoom. Learn those dance steps because hopefully our family reunions will be back this summer. We'll see. Now let's see if there's something happening tomorrow morning. Let's see. Nothing tomorrow morning, as far as I know, except for the rabies vaccination clinics, which are run, I told you about this yesterday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, run by the Durham County Sheriff's Office. $10 exact change. You can get your pet vaccinated. Now, let's check the weather. I don't know what happened. It's only 39. What's going on? It's 39 degrees. It's cloudy. I'm not going to complain. It is going up to 56. So it's, there's that. It's going to be cloudy all day. But tomorrow is more like it. 72 degrees. That's what I'm talking about. Except it's still going to be cloudy, but that's okay. Let's see, when do we see the sun again? Let me just check real quick. Ooh, it's going to be a couple of days. So 71 Thursday, 66, but sunny on Friday. So that's good. Saturday and Sunday, perfect. Saturday, 67, Sunday, 70. Can't beat that. Okay, so let's bring on the trees, and then I'll bring on Guy. So let's see what is new. Trees, Muhammad, how are you? Very happy to see you. Let me fix this. Boom, there we are. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing great. Your sound is broken up a little bit. Wait, say hello again. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Ooh, the sound is kind of rough.
I'm on my iPad because I could not get it to work on my laptop. So.
Oh, okay. I wonder if you can click off and then rejoin me, and maybe that will clear it up. So why don't you Yeah,
I'll try.
close down and then come back and see if
Okay.
that. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm sure she'll get it to work. So, and then we'll bring on Guy because I think Guy has something to show us. So let's give Latrice a couple of minutes. I will repeat that it's 39 right now, going up to 56. But don't despair because tomorrow it's going to be 72. And here she is. Let's see.
Any better?
Just a little better. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I came in and I did AirPods, so
Oh, okay. Oh,
hopefully
that
that
could
helps.
be it. Because when I tried to wear ear pods, it messed up the sound really bad, and I had to take them
Okay.
off. But so far you sound okay.
Okay. Well, no, I didn't have them on before, so we'll see if that helps. So
Oh,
thanks for having me. How have you been?
I'm hanging in there. Just a little upset about the 39 degrees, but I'll get
No,
over it
me.
real
Well,
quick. I'll
I
get
know.
over it.
Thankful to be here to experience it. How about that?
There you go. There you go. So what's new with you?
Oh, we have lots of events coming up, and I just thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, let me go out here and share all of our real estate events that we have coming up, if
Yeah,
that's okay with you.
sure. And
Okay,
speaking of real estate, did you hear about the city's new program to help people with their down payments?
I have, I have.
Yeah.
Larissa over, I think you mentioned Reinvestment Partners. She
Well, yeah,
keeps me abreast of
but
everything.
there's a new city program though. Let me tell you about it real quick. Okay, let me go to the word page. You might have missed the first part of the show. So it is the okay, wait, there it is. The Community Development Department. They have the Durham Down Payment Assistance Program, and it's to
Mhm.
help low income people to buy houses. Of course, it has to be their primary house. They can't like buy a house and then rent it out. And so, yeah, so it's a 0% interest loan to help with the down payment and the, like the closing costs, all that sort of thing. So they can get up to $20,000.
Yeah, they
Of
used to
course,
have
they have to
that
pay it
program
back.
some years ago, so it's good to have it
Okay,
back. Good to have it
okay.
back.
So what's going on with you? You have a new workshop coming up, or what?
I have several things coming up. So this Saturday, for all of my fellow realtors, we're doing a wealthy retreat, where it'll
Oh,
be a retreat for realtors, a network and mixer brunch on Saturday at the West Room. And I'll put the link in the chat because I don't
oh,
have,
please
it's an
do.
Eventbrite, or you can either go to Eventbrite and just search Wealthy Retreat in Raleigh, Durham, and you'll be able to find it there, but I'll
Okay,
also put it in the chat. So that's
okay,
available from 10 to 2. It's free registration. Have some tips for exploding your real estate business this year. So
nice.
excited to invite everyone to that. And then also NARAB, which is the oldest Black real estate association, is
Mm,
having our annual Realtist Week, which starts on Sunday. And so we'll have events every
okay.
day next week, starting Sunday. And Sunday, we're going to kick it off by going to church at St. Joseph
Mm,
AME Church at 11
okay.
o'clock. After that,
Hmm.
you will have brunch at Dame's Chicken and Waffles.
Okay.
Um, Monday, for all of my fellow realtors as well, we will have a free CE class, ethics class. What would your mama do? Or what would your mama say? So we know that we all have to have our ethics class every 2 years, I believe. So we can, this is the start of a new cycle. So we can all get that and get it done for free. It's courtesy of
Okay.
Tribor. And we're going to feed you a lovely breakfast that'll be catered by Urbana Catering. Chef Vaughn, if
Hmm.
anybody knows. So, realtors, please register for that. That's going to be 9 to 1 Monday at the
Okay.
Raleigh Regional Association of Realtors. And
Okay.
I'll put the registration link. All of these
Yeah, please
from
do.
Sunday to Saturday can be registered at triborpresents.com,
Hmm.
TRIBOR presents.com. But I'll put that in the link as well. Tuesday, we're actually going to have a legislative day. So we'll have Rosa Gill, Dan Blue Jr., um, Zach, and one other person. I can't think of the name, but we'll, if any legislative questions you have, you can come and get
Hmm.
those answered. And we're providing lunch, and that's also going to be at the Raleigh Regional Association of Realtors, and it'll start at 11 o'clock, and it'll be moderated by Asa Fleming. So we're excited about that opportunity and event. So
Okay.
anybody that has any legislative questions, come on out and get those answered. Wednesday, we're actually going to be doing a day of service, so that won't be anything for the public. But Thursday, we are having our fair housing event, and that's going to be
Ooh,
hosted at North State Bank, and lunch is also going to be provided for that. So we'll have a speaker from legal aid and I believe North Carolina Housing. So
ooh,
don't quote me on this. I'm trying to remember all of this from memory
okay.
at noon. And again, registration is available for each of these events at triborepresents.com. And then
Mm-hmm.
Friday, we're doing something fun and exciting for our young people, anybody in high school, freshman through senior. We're going to have an event at the Poof Event Center where they will get to do some
Oh,
budgeting activities, and we'll
nice.
have a speaker, and we're also going to feed them as well. So that's going to be from 6 o'clock to 8 or 9, just depending on how engaged we get. So any
I
high
definitely
school
will support that
students,
one.
yeah, any
Yeah.
high school students, and your parents are welcome to attend too. Parents are welcome to stay, because I
Mm-hmm.
know I learn a lot of budgeting tips still from my young people. So that's
Mm-hmm.
Friday night at the Poof Event Center, and then Saturday we're
Nice.
going to have a culminating event of another building and maintaining wealth, and so we'll have some sessions where you can kind of go have individual sessions, have some more one-on-one time with the people talking about estate planning, tax strategies, real estate, buying a home, selling a home, things like that. So those activities will be from 10 to 2, and we'll also
That's a
have
lot.
food. I told you we have a lot going on this week, so
Wow.
everybody can just go to Tribord Presents, or you can reach out to me if you have questions about the events. Still looking for sponsors, so if there's any attorneys, insurance people, realtors, or anybody that's interested in being a sponsor, it's a great opportunity to get in front of a wide variety of audience
Mm-hmm.
this next week. So that's
Well,
it.
thanks
A
for telling
mouthful.
us about it. Now, let me ask you something since you are a local real
Mhm.
estate expert. So, is it true what I heard? They said, like, because of COVID, there are a lot of people, those who are able to keep their jobs, have a lot of money that they weren't able to really spend because everything was shut down, and that there is this crazy the house purchasing is just going for in some communities just almost out of hand. People are just buying up stuff like mad. Is that true?
I can verify that people are buying up stuff like mad. I didn't know that it was necessarily because they didn't get to spend money, because Amazon comes to my door quite regularly. So,
I hope you're not
um,
spending all your money on it. But that's what they're saying. They say a lot of people have been they're just like I guess those who've been saving their money, or maybe they actually make enough money to actually put some aside. Oh my God. That they're trading a lot of people are trading up.
there is a lot of investment in real estate, and the inventory is extremely low throughout the country for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So people are having to, and are investing substantial amounts to pay even above list price, above appraised value, and because lenders are not going to loan you
Above?
more than the house appraises for. So people are paying out of pocket that difference, because they want
Mm.
these houses, and they're hard to come by.
That's why I keep getting those phone calls.
They want to buy your
People
house.
asking me if I want to sell my house. I'm like, no, my
Because
niece is
where are you
getting this
going?
house.
That's the
How
catch.
dare
That's the
you?
catch. A lot of people are selling, but we got to figure out where we're going before people got to figure out where they're going before they sell. So that's what I tell people: make sure that you have something pretty secure,
Yeah,
because it's a great time to sell, but it's a tough time to buy.
yeah. The hard part is selling your home and not being able to afford to stay here.
Yeah.
Because I've heard of people doing that, and then having these are people who didn't, I guess, didn't have big fancy houses, and they didn't make enough money to stay in Durham, and ended up moving like to Roxborough or what's it called,
Creedmoor,
Creedmoor, and
Mebane.
smaller
Yeah.
places. Yeah,
Yeah.
smaller places. Yeah,
A lot of
which
people
is,
are
I guess,
doing
it's
that.
okay if you can still get to your job and you're not disrupting your kids too much.
Yeah, I mean, a
I
lot of
guess
people
it's
are still working virtually. They aren't going back into the office, so they realize they can live a little bit further out and have a more calm lifestyle if they don't want the hustle and bustle of the city, and maybe get a little bit more house for their money.
actually that might be kind of a good, maybe I shouldn't say that's such a bad, maybe that is a good thing for some people. I mean, whatever you want, right? I guess it's good to evaluate your situation and yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just have a good conversation and have a good plan before you put that for sale sign in the yard. But call me, we can talk about it.
There you go. Yes. Well, thanks
Yeah,
so much, Latrice. And I will trust you're going to put the links in the
I'm going to do
description
that.
and especially that one on Friday with the high school students. I'm going to really talk that one up. So if you could send
Please
extra
do.
information on that one,
We'll get
because
that to you too.
yeah, because the kids now, I'm not a mommy, so I don't even know if the kids are being taught such things as budgeting. I was listening
They are.
to a show on NPR yesterday where they were saying that their eighth grader was learning about budgeting, and the other people were like, "Really? What school did your child go to?" But yeah, they were learning about how much certain jobs pay, how much houses cost, how
Yeah,
people, about mortgages and I was like, yeah, I would want my kid to learn that.
definitely.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the activity that we have for Friday. And like I said, we're also going to have some fun. The location has the selfie cameras and lights and things like
Mhm.
that. So it's going to be a fun time and good food.
Okay. I hope there's one thing, if I may, one thing I would love. I saw Vegas Don um, pick two children out of the audience,
Mhm.
and he said, "Okay, this kid is just a regular, like little nerdy kid. He's just going to get a regular job. This kid over here is a like a streetwise kid who wants to get into the drug trade." And he did the a cost analysis. It was intellectual. It was great. It was wonderful, and it really pointed out how this kid over here, maybe the street kid, maybe he made a lot of money quickly, and then the other kid is building credit with his simple job that's maybe paying a little bit over minimum wage, but he's making a decent salary. And he
Mhm.
pointed out how one kid, well, things don't necessarily end well, and the other kid just makes slow and steady progress,
Mhm.
by having a regular job and able to, so I would love to see whoever teaches the budgeting part to illustrate to
It's
the
going to be an
kids.
interactive. It's going to be an interactive
Yeah,
budgeting
because
session.
hopefully
So
that will encourage them to stay in school
yes,
because that's very
yep,
important.
and we're
I
going
mean,
to talk
you
about
don't have
that
to,
too. Yeah,
yeah, because you don't have to own a house to be successful, although of course you want them to, of course, naturally.
of
But
course. I mean,
yeah,
that's part of
but
building wealth and our building wealth. So that's just
yeah,
part of it. So we want to get started early with the budgeting so that when you graduate from high school, and we're going to talk a little bit about, college versus trade school and things like that, because
ooh,
traditional
trade
four-year
school is good
college
too.
isn't for everybody. So we want to just,
Yeah,
talk about those different options and different ways that you can go and still be successful. So,
yeah. Mhm. Well,
yep,
one
it's
thing I
going to
do
be
want to
interesting
point
and
out,
fun.
as I know you're preparing to leave, but just one more thing. My great
Mhm,
grandfather
mhm,
was a farmer.
mhm.
I could tell he wasn't very literate. I saw the letters that he wrote to my aunt when she was in college, and he was a regular guy. He's a farmer. Then when he moved to Durham, he worked in tobacco,
Mhm.
but he owned 10 houses.
Right.
He didn't make a high salary at all, and had a family,
Right.
and
Exactly.
didn't
So it
read
can
and
be
write
done.
very well. But he bought one house at a time,
Right. And he was
and
able
that
to keep
enabled
them
me
and
to
pass
live.
them on. Right.
Well, I'm living here. It's not thanks to my good work; it's his good work.
Mhm.
Hey,
And so that's
so
something
that's
we're going
what.
to talk about on
Yeah.
Saturday is making sure that we plan and prepare so that we can keep these homes in our families, and they don't get, caught up in some sort of fight or a state debate or whatever. So
Mhm.
that Saturday will be the, come out and figure out how to do that, planning for that type of,
Nice.
yep.
That's how
So,
you build a strong family, strong, successful family.
yes,
It's one way.
ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
thanks again, Latrice. Thank you so much.
Thank
And I'll be talking to
you.
you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Thanks you
Thank you
so
for
much
having
for
me.
dropping by. Sure. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. All righty. And it looks like Guy, our cook, is so graciously waiting for your turn. Hey, Guy. He is muted.
I was on the phone and I got afraid that you were going to call me in while I was still.
Oh, okay.
gabbing.
No problem.
The weather.
Don't brag. Don't you
I'm going to
dare.
share the weather screen. We have a high today in beautiful Kennewick of a mere 70 degrees. It's currently right now 57, which beats the heck out of 39. I'll tell you what. In fact,
it does.
We were never 39 any time today. There's the morning,
Whoa.
afternoon, the evening, overnight. The overnight being 50, that's going to warm the ground up. As soon as the ground gets to being 50, then we can plant.
Definitely.
I was in conversation yesterday with my niece that lives down in Echo, Oregon, Eastern Oregon, and she was showing on the Facebook.
Oregon is a state in the Pacific Northwest region of the Western United States.
Computer stop.
Okay.
But different words triggering them off. It used to be you just had one trigger word. Now it seems like you can go to everything.
How weird.
So anyway, what I was talking about, you got your fiber set up, right?
Actually, I meant to mention to you that I've had Google Fiber for almost a week. It'll be a week tomorrow. And I am thrilled with it so far. I don't notice any difference right now because I'm not doing anything different. But as I finish this video that I'm working on for my friend Terry, I think I'll notice it then because I think rendering a video is going to be super duper fast with Google Fiber.
When you're going to see the difference, it's going to be the upload. I've had uploads and downloads, and I'm going, did that happen? That works that fast? But anyway, what I'm showing you on the screen is what the support engineer at Ziply gave me. This is something that Netflix uses to determine your speed of your internet connection if you're going to be able to do Netflix. And it's fast.com, fast.com, and you start it up and it'll do this. Measures the speed.
Okay. It's upload speed.
No, this is download it's doing right now.
I'll
show you in just a second when it finishes. Okay, when it finishes, you go to show more info, and see over here on the right. It's kind of grayed out now, but it's checking the upload speed.
1.89. So this is really good, right?
Well, it's one opinion. And what I mean by that is, when you go to the doctor and they said, oh, you need to get a second opinion.
Sure.
Well, if you're in Windows, there's a speed test available from Windows.
Okay.
That I think is coded. The look and feel of this whole window is the same as one that's from Ookla. And this is if you have a high-speed connection. So this gives me a better handle because I can take this one. I can get a 6 millisecond ping, which is cat fast, really good. And as long as I'm over 900, which you can see right now, 939 download.
Okay.
The upload should be the same as the download. And the whole reason for this dog and pony show, your fiber connection, which is supposed to be asynchronous, the same up and the same down.
Yeah.
Isn't. Then you call them, your provider, and tell them to balance the load. And where I learned that from is on my Linux computer, the one that's that one there.
Okay, behind you,
When I run the speed test on it, it was way, way worse than anything you see in here. And
wait, is the speed divided? I mean, if you have more than one device, then they would be sharing the numbers, right?
Right.
Okay.
So when I had, just as a, kick the tire, see if I could do it, I started up all 4 browsers. I have Edge, Vivaldi, Firefox, and Chrome all running at the same time.
And Chrome is very
And
hugely unwieldy, I heard. It's gigantic.
I haven't had a problem with it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh, you have fast speed.
so I run the fast.com URL on all of those at the same time. And my speed comes out divided by 4. And so like 300 and something on each device, because they were all screaming, give me a piece of that pipe at the same time.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the whole dog and pony show for today.
And for those who are kind of inexperienced with live streaming, this illustrates why you need to tell the other people in your household to turn off their computers so that you can get every, in case if you don't have fast speed, so that you can get as much juice as possible.
Yeah. In the old dial-up days, I could remember starting a download for a Linux distribution and going to bed.
Oh, wow.
And let it run all night. This is back in the days when if you had 56K download speed, you were Batman fast. That was.
I remember the olden days when I would be trying to download something, and then my computer would go to sleep after a while. And
well, yeah, you change the settings so it never goes to sleep.
Yeah, so that was.
Start to download and get up the next morning and say, "Oh, there's Red Hat 7. Okay, I'm good." And then I install it.
Crazy.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I might
get warmer.
Well, tomorrow it's going to be 72 tomorrow, so we'll be okay.
Well,
you just have to get through
don't
today.
do what I did last night.
Open all the windows?
No. The sun went down, and I started worrying about, why did the sun go down? How come it's so dark? And then
why did the sun go down?
Yeah, eventually it dawned on me. But no.
What?
You're supposed to go.
It don't. Oh.
Gosh. The sun went down and then it dawned on me.
Yeah, yeah.
You North Carolinians are just not quick. Just gosh.
Yeah. Very, very funny. That was good.
The speed thing, you'll get used to it. It's different things you can do different. One of the things I found out is in networking, if you wanted to set up 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 sitting on the floor next to you, have your own server.
Oh.
With the high-speed connection I have, I cannot buy or obtain a static IP address directly from Ziply, which is what I'd want.
Why would anybody want their own server? Is there a reason why they want to do that?
It saves you a ton of money. If you get it, like you're paying Wix so much a month, right? Or so much a year for storage.
Yeah.
Well, if you have it sitting on the floor next to you, you don't have that expense. All you're paying is your internet connection that you have now, and you just run it into the router, and you hook the server into the router, and bazinga! Any requests that come in. I
didn't know you could have your own. A regular person could have their own server. Oh. Do you have your own? Oh.
No, because I couldn't get a static IP address unless I get a business account, and I think it was $300 a month or something like that.
For crying out loud! I wouldn't want to pay something like that when.
Price.
Oh no! Because Wix is only a couple $100.
Yeah, and there's some workarounds for IP address, and I don't know enough about it to talk about it. But there's a way you can like ghost into it or something. So you download an app onto your server, and then you go to this other company and get an address from them. So then if you type in 1234, you can set up your DNS to go to that IP address. So DurhamSkyWriter.com will point at that name, at that IP.
I'll leave it where it is. Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah. That's fine.
So I'm going to head out to New Visions of Africa restaurant and see
Yeah.
what's going on with the grocery giveaway.
Okay.
And
then,
I will. Huh?
Did you do your privacy policy statement yet?
Not yet. I'm a little behind
Okay.
in my work. Like this, I got to
Put
finish
that
this
onto
video
the dance
today.
card. As the weather warms up, I mean, it's only 39. You going outside now, you'd have to wear a jacket. But when it warms up enough, then go to that real privacy policy. I got the link in the show notes. If you go to the GuyerCookReport.podbean.com, if you forgot,
Okay.
and search for privacy policy, I think.
Okay. I do have the link that you posted.
Okay.
So I still have it.
Well,
thank you, Guy. And I will see you another day.
Okay. Take care.
Take care. That was fun as always. And just so you know, you can always join me on Bull City Hangout. I post the link. It's a different link every day. So I do this noon on weekdays and then 10 a.m. on Saturdays. All the information that I report is from the pages of the Durham Skywriter, the online newspaper, which can be found at durhamskywriter.com. I do the show every day because I just don't want people to miss out on this wonderful information, especially these job tips and also tips with your, helping with your heating bill and that sort of thing. That's of the utmost importance to me. So anyway, have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Share this out, by the way, so that more people can know what's happening today in Durham. Then I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.